Hey, TCB faithful, this is Madhouse.
And this is the final boosh.
And we've been checking out the MK Legacy Collection, I think it's called lately.
Yeah, whatever, Legacy.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of red flags that are just smacking me in the face every time I see or hear about the game. So that's what this video about. I guess it's a TCB Rambles, TCB Rants.
Well, yeah, the issue is that it's missing a whole bunch of like core features where there's some stuff we can kind of see the concession for, right? I understand some of these things being missing, but I don't think it's like, it just sounds like excuses really when Capcom has done similar things.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to mention the subject and we're just going to touch on it. Because right now, what I think the game costs $60.
60 plus.
60 plus if you get in the dumbass edition.
It's the super edition, then there's the super duper edition. You know how they do.
So just to be transparent, we know the way MK11 and MK1 was handled. Okay, it's not shocking. They were both lazily handled games that people still bought in. MK1 in particular, we did not buy into MK1. We bought the base game.
But we
didn't even get to the first.
We didn't
DLC.
know what we were going into.
Yeah, I don't mind buying the base version of the game.
Okay,
but we didn't buy the DLC. We didn't buy the.
Well, I'm not
collection.
Like,
we didn't buy the stuff further.
I'm still shocked that a whole lot of content creators did not bring up the fact that they were selling you mechanics.
And that's what I'm talking about.
I don't mind characters, right? But cameos
are mechanics.
Are intrinsically mechanics.
Now, if they were
you can put a name behind them all you want.
If they were handled like Marvel characters, where you could play them and, tag up with them, cool.
But okay. They weren't. They were mechanics that you needed to compete.
That's the equivalent of buying in Street Fighter 6. That is the equivalent of buying for every character. You have to buy every drive interaction.
So yeah, that's why that's my main reason, among other reasons.
And we got MK1 on sale. We won. I don't care. A lot of people bought like $700, almost $1,000 worth of content,
DLC,
worth of DLC, and we just bought the whole thing for $30 because we voted with our wallet. Then we got the entirety of MK1 for a fraction of the price.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's a good game now.
No, it's a good game now, but they stumbled. MK1 just happened to be the best modern game.
But we're ranting. Move on. We got to go to the Legacy Collection.
All right, so we're gonna tackle this a bit at a time and see if it's worth the $60 price tag. So in their quest to be the most retarded thing possible, I don't know why they keep introducing these collections and just saying, let's not have crossplay.
I don't get that either. Now, I don't have an issue with most of the omissions here, but we'll get to that, right? But crossplay, I don't see why that couldn't be a thing. Even the Capcom collections don't have crossplay for some reason, and I don't know if there's a technical reason. Isn't there other collections that came out in the past that had not in the past, but didn't the Breakers have crossplay?
Yes, it's not a reason. It's the extra effort that I want to go for because they trying to put as less money into the game as they can.
Yeah, but crossplay is expected. Like, this is already going to be a tiny niche game.
Yes.
Right? Because a lot of new people might get it out of curiosity, but they're not going to hang with these older style fighting games. And it's not because they're harder or anything like that. It's because they're older designed.
Yeah. So let's say this. What? It's not like they're releasing MK9, re-releasing MK9.
Yeah.
You know if they re-release MK9, it's going to be about 1 million people buying that game. You know that. So at that time, I can see them adding crossplay to that. But this, like you said, this game is in particular. No, okay, let's be fair. They did say on release.
I'm sure they're going to add it, but
I'm so tired of this on release bullshit.
I don't understand. Like, that's a function that most games have nowadays. So why wouldn't you? That just makes your game look worse.
No, you know what on release mean?
Eventually,
we're going to see how much it sells.
Maybe,
that's what on release mean. We're going to see how much it sells.
I don't know, man, because like I just don't get, like, you just put it in now, and maybe I don't know what it takes to go into remaking these games. It was probably difficult.
Yo, here's the thing. I don't care about that. It's your job. If it was a ton of work going in and making these games, then you shouldn't be making a collection to begin with.
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, Understand what I'm saying? If they're going to bitch about the amount of work it is to put these games back out and not give them the quality of life stuff they need to actively stay alive, people to play tournaments, people to play each other, we'll get to that. But if they're not going to give these games the best life preserver possible and just bitch about how hard it is to port them, why do it to begin with? You're better off just making Injustice 3. You're better off just focusing on one game, like Trilogy, I guess what it's called.
I just don't. I don't get it. It just feels like if you know.
You understand what I mean?
I guess to some degree.
Like you can't be like, oh well, give them a pat on the back because the graphics.
I'm not giving them a pat on the back.
But it's their job to make the graphics look good.
We only had one other collection.
Yeah, but that had all the stuff it needed for the time.
So my thing is that.
I didn't even know. I think that was an Xbox exclusive,
something like that. But if you knew you were going in, if you knew you were going in making this collection, in the back of my head, I would say, well, crossplay is an obvious function, right?
Yeah,
and that will make you look better than the Capcom collection.
Because that's what I thought they were going to do. It's like they don't read the room. It's not the fact that Capcom got away with not having crossplay. It's a big flaw with the game, and to be fair with Capcom, the updates have been good.
Yeah, but it's still not crossplay.
But it's still not crossplay, so you still got these niche communities that's locked on particular things playing the game. Why would you want that for your game? I don't care how difficult it is. It is your job to do that, especially at a $60 price point for games that are older than me.
Because this is essentially a AAA game.
It's a AAA game. These games are older than, well, we're twins, but this game is older than the both of us. You understand that?
Yeah, I understand.
So why, I don't understand why would you do this? Why would you not give these games the quality of life stuff that is needed for them to survive? Especially you, NetherRealm, because it's still tangentially connected to you. Regardless, it's still tangentially connected to NetherRealm because it's just Midway.
I guess, yeah.
So the same nigga's still there.
I don't know. I don't know the mindset. I just think you do it then, and then it comes out with crossplay. It looks good. It'll probably sell a lot more.
I'm gonna say this now.
On.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because we can't be the only ones with this mindset, right? Well, you specifically, but we can't be the only ones with this mindset, right? Because it makes more sense that the game looks more attractive if it comes out. Here's crossplay at launch. Like, why would you do the same bullshit where it's like, oh, well, it comes out later, and it's a vague later. Like, we don't know when.
Hey, I've never played any of the older we haven't. Why am I making a voice? We haven't played any of the old MKs before. Just MK4.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I remotely think about buying this collection for is MK4. Well, to be fair, we can play each other, but
a lot of people don't have.
A lot of people don't have
to play
that.
with.
So, like, I'm a Zoomer baby. I've never played or looked at any of the classic MK games, and it interests me. It piques my interest.
But no, right? I chose the wrong console. Now this one's hella dead.
Yeah, my buddy got it on Xbox. I'm not sure if the Switch gonna have crossplay.
At least make it crossplay with PC.
Yeah, like at least. Oh, I'm on PC, but my friend got PlayStation. Oh, we can't play each other.
Is it coming up for the Switch? Is this the problem? Is it the Switch?
It's not. I can't be just a Switch because there's plenty of games that is out for everything that have crossplay. They just don't have crossplay on the Switch, and the Switch is totally capable of doing crossplay.
I don't know.
It's just fucking Nintendo being idiots and dickheads.
I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't get it.
So we know the game's on there by now, right?
Yeah.
So they got the original
MK1, 2, 3, and then the various versions of 3, and then recently announced was the WaveNet version of UMK3.
And
or MK3, I forget which one.
No, it was the WaveNet version of UMK3, which I barely know what it is. I've seen that catch up in my video, so I understand it a bit more.
Yeah.
So it's the WaveNet version of that game, Mythologies.
Oh yeah, Mythologies and Special Forces.
And Special Forces. Now, personally, I think they should have dropped Deception, but I think they're just trying to wait to see how this game sells so they can drop a 3D.
Well, in my opinion, like it's like those are run on the RenderWare engine, right? And you see how long it took for them to remake the GTA games. So RenderWare,
those were shit though.
I mean, despite the quality, it took a while for them to remake those games. So I kind of RenderWare is probably hard to work with, and I get it.
Yeah, I guess the equivalent is Unreal 5 today.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, but RenderWare is really specific, so maybe they have a hard time. Same thing with MK4. MK4 ran on the Zeus, I think. So that took a long time to actually emulate properly. So I don't want to.
That's the only thing I'm remotely excited about. I said it like a couple of minutes ago. The only thing I'm excited about is the fact that more people will get to play MK4.
But yeah,
I think it's underrated.
The collection in the whole is missing like lobbies, is missing a rank mode, it's missing spectator mode, some kind of tournament mode. Did I say rank? It's missing rank too.
So what's the year?
2025.
So the game's coming out 2025, and they're thinking about the game coming out on 07. This is a 07 game coming out 2025.
Yeah, and once again, didn't we say that the last version of this collection got lobbies at the very least?
Which was ironically probably like 07. So.
that had lobbies, so I don't understand why this didn't have lobbies at the very least. Crossplay, all right, that's a little stupid. Right. Even if you wanted to argue some developer jargon at me and say that this is why we can't have crossplay, I'm more inclined to believe you more about that than not having lobbies.
There's no excuse.
There's no excuse for lobbies.
Capcom had the collection, I think, has a lobby that can queue up all the games.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't get it. What I see, here's what I don't get about these developers. When one person do something right, you don't have to think about it. You just do what the other person did. Yeah, your game may be different. I agree with that. But you don't have to think when it comes down to these damn online features. Why is this such a fucking hurdle?
It's like every time,
NetherRealm?
It's like every time they do something, they forget, or like maybe it's like the franchise themselves and they just reboot every time they come up with a new game.
They're retarded. That's the only thing I can think about it, because.
But once again, it's a digital eclipse.
It don't matter. This is such a layup. I do not care how quote unquote difficult it is for you. You announce the collection. It is your job to make sure this game has the best foot going forward. Agreed?
Yeah, at the very least, lobbies and spectator mode.
At the very least. If you're going to fuck
and if there's no lobby mode, that means there's probably no private matches.
Yes, and no voice chat.
Okay, so whatever. I can live with that.
If you're going to fuck over entire communities, people who are excited about these games, the least you're going to do is give them a place to play. Now you got to be
weird.
Like...
It's really weird.
Now you have to sit there and be like, oh, well, we got to press X at the same time. Oh well, we got to do this.
I think in one of the excerpts I read somewhere. I know. One of the excerpts I read somewhere, somebody was like, literally was like, well, we don't have lobbies, but you can always just go on Discord and you can Why? And you can be like, hey guys, I'm up next, guys. It's me. It's Johnny Sixpack. I'm up next, guys. Give me my turn.
Why are there so many kiss assers? Well, I am really angry with this video.
Well,
I was excited.
I get it's annoying to you.
I was excited.
I understand your point.
I was excited.
I know. I'm excited too, but dial it back a bit.
I don't understand. I understand you got to make your money. You got to do the YouTube grift. I understand that. You got to kiss Boone's ass. You got to kiss.
I don't know about any of these content creators talking about the game. I haven't been following the game.
I'm just saying, if there's any shows or any apologists, because if it is, you're the problem. Tom is right.
Bigger platform should have been bringing this to our attention.
Just like the MK1 situation with them selling you mechanics, with them selling you the cameos, which is the equivalent of buying every draw for every character in Street Fighter 6, which it is. People should have spoke up about this.
But here's my thing.
Why are we the only people saying stuff?
I don't know. Here's my thing though, right? And I don't want to be a hypocrite, but this is mostly your video, right?
Yeah.
So this is my mindset, right? I've always and I know there's other ways of getting these games, right? Like you can use Fightcade or that other one I don't know of that you can play the MK games.
There are ways you can get these games right now
for free
that has lobbies and rollback for free. Now you do need a computer and you do need to jump for some hurdles depending on what your situation is, right?
Yeah.
But there are as of right now, there is a way you can play all these games. Well, obviously not Mythologies and what you call, because those not multiplayer games, as far as I know. For Special Forces.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, but for every fighting game on this list, there is a way you can play them all online. I'm not sure about forward, but it's a way you can play them all online with rollback and lobbies.
But here's my thing though, like I get that there's ways to get it for free, but like I do want to get the collection though, because I've never played those games, and like I said, I can get them for free. But like this is coming with some cool features. I don't know how to feel, man. I do want to get it, and I know you're right. Like we shouldn't be
vote with your wallet, man.
We shouldn't be paying for shit like this.
It's a waste of money.
I just want to play the MK games in the comfort of like my PS5. You know, I don't want to hook up my PC or every time I want to go play Mortal Kombat. I don't want to wait for people to play. Well, you don't have to technically, but I don't know. I want it. I want to reflect the fact that Madhouse is the one more upset than I am. The Final Boosh, am pretty much okay with some of the problems with this collection. I'm not okay with the lack of crossplay. I'm not okay with the lobbies, but
we don't need rank.
I mostly my way of viewing this game was for us to play. I didn't really care about online. My idea was like, oh, well, I'm getting this collection to play with my brother. I didn't really care about like all that online shit was secondary. So when I heard it didn't have lobbies and rank, all that's retarded. I'm not disagreeing with you 1000%, 100%, 1000%. I'm not disagreeing with you.
You bought it for me?
But I brought it so we can play. Shut up.
I love you.
I asked you. They're going to get that. But yeah, I didn't really care about the online functions, and that probably puts me in a unique spot.
No, okay. I am aware that in general, we are in a more unique situation. I'm not saying other people don't have other people to play. You know what I mean? That's a lie. But us particular for a YouTube channel is in a unique situation that we have access to somebody to play at all times.
And like,
I mean, locally.
Once again, I want to state that
because again, you can't play people online because it has no lobbies. See what I mean?
Once again, you're right. You're 100% right. I'm not here to say that you're wrong. I'm not here that you say that but that I just don't want you to come up as a contrarian because I have a different opinion.
That's the thing about having a 2-man YouTube channel. Okay, now it's not my money being wasted on it.
It's mine.
It's your money. so you know, we got two separate. We got two separate bank accounts. So I'm not gonna sit here like it's. I personally think it's not worth me paying for.
I was excited for so long for this collection,
and I am too. I want to play the old game.
How long have we been talking about? Oh well, we want to play UMK3. We never played it. I want to try MK2. MK1.
How many times I said let's go on
MK4,
5K? Let's go on 5K.
Even with MK4 with rollback is a good thing.
That's the only thing I think that's worth it.
And
because I don't think you can play MK4 rollback right now.
So maybe you're right. And like and the price,
thing I think is worth
it,
bro.
Look, I'm not here to say scam because everybody says scam nowadays.
Shenanigans.
It's shenanigans. It's definitely like some kind of kangaroo court shenanigan thing going on. I 100% agree with that. It's overpriced as all fuck up. It's over fucking priced. $50? Is it 60 or 50?
60. So they like
it's 60. But base.
I think they like, oh, we didn't make it 80, so it's a discount. So let me see, I'm looking right now.
Yeah, how much?
Bitch, it's 70.
Wait, no, the basic edition is $50.
Oh no, 50. I see it right here.
The basic edition is $50.
The power of Google. Yeah, the basic edition is $50.
I feel for you have to be responsible. You have to be on par of what Capcom is doing to ask for more.
I don't think Capcom even asked for
I don't even think Capcom charged you $30.
I think they asked 40.
It was 40 or 30. It was either or.
And it still had rank, and it still had lobbies.
The Mega Man Battle Network collection had more features in this game. Oh my god. We got Fatality Trainer. I don't care. That's good. That's fine for people who care about that shit, but that's a novelty. Stop concentrating on the novelties and start giving us functions.
Who making this game?
Digital Eclipse for the 40th.
They sound like NetherRealm and Drag. That's what they
Digital
like.
Eclipse
Digital Eclipse is NetherRealm in a way.
Digital Eclipse usually does a fine job.
I don't mind them, but it's just that asking so much and putting the barrier.
I don't know who's in charge of the pricing. Obviously, that's probably WB or some shit like that.
And again, we get it. Crossplay is coming later. So why are you making me pay $50 for something that's coming fucking later? Lower the price. Lower the price of this fucking game.
$30 would have been a fair price. Even 40
to 30 would have been a decent price. It's going to succeed anyway.
50 just seemed a little egregious.
Like I said, buy it if you want. Okay, we have.
What am I? Okay.
What?
Rollback. I'm not saying. Oh, okay. Well, what are we charging this money for? Rollback. Okay, every game has rollback nowadays. It's an expected feature.
I'm going to pull up the things they try to sell you on.
Yeah.
So here we go. We got multiple iconic editions. Don't care.
Buy
the collection is literally in his name. Why is that a selling point?
Oh, Capcom was like buy the 50 versions of Darkstalkers
online. The Darkstalkers collection. No, we're not making another one. online play, okay? No shit. Thank you for rollback. But rollback is default at this point. Rollback rather just be a new delay-based netcode at this point. It's default. It's something that should be in every fighting game.
Yeah,
so I don't see why that's a selling point. Of course, we're not going to tell you there's no lobby.
It was a
no
selling point in like 2011.
So they say online play with no way to interact with your friends or no way to play the game comfortably outside of locally.
Are randomly hitting the quick match button.
Oh, by the way,
yeah,
we know the GBA games don't have online features.
I find as though their reasoning behind it is fair.
They're fine.
It could be bullshit. It could just be like corporate speak for we don't feel like doing it. But you know, it's a GBA game. They're all handheld games. So that seems believable.
You know what's gonna suck?
What?
If it's cooking, we can't play it online.
What do you mean if it's cooking?
If it's really good.
I never played those games before, so I don't know.
So we say no more secrets. Okay, that's fine. That shouldn't be a tag point, but that's fine. Documentary,
cool.
It's suspected.
That's probably the first place I'm going.
It should be a part of this. And a full story, but I'm guessing they just wrote down everything in a JPEG. So Vast was offered. It's the bare minimum.
I'm torn, man. I don't know.
A game like this should be rife with like online features, like we said, the rollback, the lobbies, King of the Hill,
Spectator,
ranked,
crossplay.
If you can, crossplay. But you said it's coming later. To be fair, it's coming later. But having crossplay will not. Yeah, having crossplay will make it a step above the Capcom collection, and having the quick play function means somebody will be technically always playing the game. Technically, you have no ways of certifying this without lobbies.
It's just. Crossplay. It's just getting that game to as much people as possible without much fuss.
And mind you, we don't know when they're adding crossplay. Could be a year from now. Could be 2 years. Could be that following week. We don't know.
But what annoys me is I truly wanted like a 3D collection. I was never expecting Mortal Kombat, a 3D game, to be in this collection.
No.
I redid Mortal Kombat 4. I was never expecting like
I was expecting them
lines.
to see how much the game sell, and then probably go forward on with a 3D collection, which is not going to have lobbies and that kind of puts me in a shitty spot
because I really want a collection for the 3D era.
Yeah, but you know how it's going to be.
So I'm not saying my one wallet is going to cause that, but if you don't buy this game and it doesn't sell well, but then we're not getting those 3D games in modern platforms.
They paywalling. It's like Dark Side Phil when he do the pre-stream podcast.
I don't
just paywall. He talks and he stonewalls so he get $50.
I don't have an issue with them stonewalling. Don't give me the option to make that choice.
Okay, but even if the game
do what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Don't give me the option. If you would have had at least reasonable functions for your online and didn't pay and made that $50 feel like it's worth $50, not just it's classic MK. It's $50. No, man, these are from a bygone era that only a specific amount of people and curious people are going to look at.
So here's the thing.
So I think $40 to $30 would have been an absolutely fair price. Would have got it out to the most amount of people possible, and you wouldn't have complained about too much of the functionalities.
Here's the thing.
What?
If this sells well, which it will, can you trust them making a 3D collection by doing the exact same thing they did in this collection?
Well, I'm assuming. I don't know.
So they're going to be like this. We got a 3D collection. It's the exact same thing. No lobbies, no rank, no King of the Hill, no spectator, quick play only. And on top of carrying over the online architecture that we made for the first game.
Like, I don't know if you can do that.
I know, I'm just saying, like doing roughly the same thing.
Yeah, okay.
Just say, I'm not sure how it works, but let's say do roughly the same thing. No crossplay at launch. Wait another year. Wait another 6 months. Oh, and by the way, it costs $70.
So I just don't get why you would make this game, and this is obviously like a stalling tactic for the next MK game.
And that's what I'm saying. If this is a stalling tactic, why not give this game the best quality? Just re-release MK9.
You know what? I'm not even positive they'll make a 3D collection because they hate the 3D era. And
they do.
If it's anything judging by MK1, they hate the 3D era, and this just seems like more of a stopping gap between this and the next MK game, MK1 and the next MK game, or whatever they have next in the pipeline. Because I don't think, even if this game will sell, I honestly don't think we would get a 3D collection.
We might because of...
we might if there's enough demand for it.
We might because of Special Forces.
What?
Because for Special Forces is the only 3D game on here next to MK4.
Yeah, but my point is 3D fighter game.
I know that.
It's easy to put. It's easy probably for the most part to fucking emulate those goddamn terrible games. I'm not the Special Forces and Mythologies, not the 3D game, not the old games. I don't even think we're getting a 3D collection. I think that Ed Boon has a real beef with the 3D era. I think this is a stopgap between MK1 and whatever they're doing next.
By the most lazy stopgap possible.
So all they're saying is, let's just give them the collection because it constantly has to be classic era jerk off. It constantly has to be Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It constantly has to be Gen 1 Transformers. It can't be anything after that unless we don't have any brand, guys. There's nothing that exists outside of that one specific period in that brand's history.
All right, man, we ramble. Let's wrap this up. So this have been Madhouse.
This was the final Bush.
And I guess we'll talk to you next time.
See you.
Team Cross, buddy. All right.